Welcome to Spain. Spain is a country where every corner feels like it's telling a story. You've got ancient cities like Seville and Granada with their Moorish palaces, and then vibrant modern hubs like Madrid and Barcelona, where art, design, and nightlife blend effortlessly. Each region has its own vibe, from the beaches of Costa del Sol to the green hills of the Basque Country. It's a country that moves at its own rhythm, mixing the old with the new in a way that's stylish but laid back. Valdemosa is like a little hidden gem in Spain's Mallorca, tucked away in the Tramuntana Mountains. It's a super charming village with cobblestone streets, old stone houses, and stunning views of the surrounding green hills. The pace is slow, making it the perfect spot to just wander around and take it all in. One of its claims to fame is that composer Chopin spent a winter here with writer George Sand, which adds a cool artistic vibe to the place. There's also the Royal Carthusian Monastery, where you can get a taste of its history. It's a quiet escape with just the right amount of cultural flair. Valencia is like the ultimate blend of tradition and modernity on Spain's eastern coast. Famous for its stunning City of Arts and Sciences, which looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, the city is also steeped in history with its charming old town, where you can wander through narrow streets and check out the beautiful Valencia Cathedral. Foodies will love it here. This is the birthplace of paella, so you know you're in for a treat when it comes to dining. And let's not forget the vibrant festivals, especially Las Fallas, where massive sculptures are paraded through the streets and then spectacularly burned. With sunny weather, a lively beach scene, and a laid-back atmosphere, Valencia is a city that invites you to enjoy life at your own pace. Seville is a city that radiates charm and history, where every street corner seems to whisper tales of the past. Known for its stunning Moorish architecture, the iconic Alcazar and the majestic Cathedral of Seville, home to the famous Giralda Tower, are must-sees. The vibrant atmosphere comes alive in the lively plazas, where you can find locals enjoying tapas and flamenco performances. Speaking of flamenco, it's practically the heartbeat of the city, with passionate dancers and musicians showcasing their talents in cozy venues. Don't miss out on indulging in some delicious local wines. With its warm climate, rich culture, and laid-back vibe, Seville invites you to slow down, savor the moment, and soak in all its beauty. Barcelona is a city that buzzes with energy and creativity. It's famous for its stunning architecture, especially the whimsical works of Gaudi, like the Sagrada Familia and Park Güell, which look like they're straight out of a storybook. The city's got a vibrant art scene with plenty of galleries and street art to discover. Strolling through the Gothic Quarter is a must, where you can get lost in narrow streets filled with history and charming cafes. And let's not forget about the food. Tapas are a way of life here. You can grab a bite at local bars, enjoying everything from patatas bravas to fresh seafood. With beautiful beaches, a lively nightlife, and a culture that celebrates both tradition and innovation, Barcelona is a place that captures your heart and invites you to explore. Tenerife is a pretty awesome spot in the Canary Islands, just off the coast of Africa but still part of Spain. It's got this cool mix of everything: thick lush forests, stunning beaches, and even Spain's highest peak, Mount Teide, which is actually an ancient volcano. The island's climate is one of the big draws. It's pretty much sunny and warm all year round. So whether you're escaping winter or just looking for a summer fix, Tenerife delivers. The south side is a bit more touristy, with lots of resorts and nightlife. Tenerife is also a go-to for adventure lovers. You can do everything from paragliding over cliffs to scuba diving with sea turtles. It's a bit of a best-kept secret for Europeans, but once you go, you'll get why people fall in love with this place. Toledo is like stepping into a time machine, but with better coffee. It's one of Spain's most historic cities, often called the City of Three Cultures. The whole city sits on a hill, surrounded by the Tagus River. And when you first see it, it's like something out of a fantasy novel. Stone walls, medieval bridges, and that iconic Alcazar fortress towering over everything. It's a city you can wander around for hours, with winding cobblestone streets and hidden courtyards. Plus, the views from the top of the city are stunning, especially around sunset. It's one of those cities that feels like a living museum, but it's not too touristy or overwhelming. You'll definitely leave with a deep appreciation for Spain's layered history. Costa Brava is like Spain's hidden gem for beach lovers and adventure seekers. It's this gorgeous stretch of coastline in northeastern Spain. Think of rugged cliffs dropping into crystal clear waters, hidden coves, and charming little fishing villages. It's the perfect mix of natural beauty and laid-back vibes. Unlike some of the more commercialized beach spots in Spain, Costa Brava has managed to keep a lot of its authenticity. You can chill out on beautiful, quieter beaches, where the vibe is more about enjoying the scenery than hitting up loud beach bars. The area is also a big draw for art and history buffs. Salvador Dali, the famous surrealist painter, was born nearby, and his influence is everywhere. It's a perfect spot if you want a mix of beach relaxation, outdoor adventure, and a bit of culture without the usual tourist overload. Ibiza is famous for being the party capital of the world, but there's so much more to this island than just its wild nightlife. Yes, it's got the legendary clubs like Pacha, Amnesia, and Ushuaia, where world-class DJs spin until sunrise. So if you're into electronic music and epic nights out, Ibiza's your spot. But that's just one side of it. The other side of Ibiza is super chill and beautiful, especially if you venture away from the party zones. You'll find peaceful beaches, hidden coves, and crystal clear turquoise waters perfect for swimming or just soaking up the sun. Ibiza town is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its old town sitting on a hilltop overlooking the sea. Ibiza's got that perfect balance. Wild parties if you want them, but also chill vibes, nature, and a slice of history. It's one of those places where you can go all out one night and then spend the next day recovering in a serene, hidden beach. Perfect for a mixed kind of vacation. Madrid is an exciting mix of old world charm and modern buzz, right at the heart of Spain. You've got everything here: rich history, incredible art, and that irresistible Spanish lifestyle. Start with the famous landmarks like the Royal Palace and the sprawling Retiro Park for some fresh air and maybe a boat ride. Art lovers, the Prado Museum is a must for its iconic European masterpieces. Madrid's also known for its nightlife, so whether you want to sip cocktails on a rooftop or dive into a flamenco show, the city knows how to keep the energy going. Speaking of tapas, food is practically a lifestyle here. You can hop from bar to bar trying things like yamen, croquetas, and the famous tortilla. Madrid is a place where you can easily blend into the local flow, soaking up the culture and enjoying every moment. Mallorca is like Spain's ultimate island escape, where you've got everything from stunning beaches to charming villages tucked away in the mountains. It's part of the Balearic Islands, and while it's famous for its turquoise waters and golden sands, there's so much more going on. Palma, the island's capital, is pretty chic. It's got this gorgeous cathedral, La Seu, which dominates the skyline, and a mix of trendy bars, art galleries, and boutique shops. It's the kind of place where you can wander around, stop for a coffee, and just soak in the scene. And if you're feeling adventurous, hiking through the Serra de Tramuntana Mountains is a must. The views are breathtaking, and it's a great way to experience a different side of the island. So, Mallorca's not just a beach destination, it's a blend of nature, culture, and a relaxed Mediterranean lifestyle. Perfect for unwinding or exploring. Sagrada Familia in Barcelona is like no other church you've ever seen. It's this wild, mind-blowing mix of architecture and art, designed by the genius Antoni Gaudi. Even though it's still unfinished after more than 140 years, it's already one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. The outside is a lot to take in. You've got these towering spires, intricate carvings, and a design that feels almost like it's alive. Kind of like something nature and architecture mashed together. Inside, it's just as impressive. The columns look like giant tree trunks, and the light that pours through the stained glass windows is unreal. It floods the space with vibrant colors, making the whole place feel almost magical. And even though it's a work in progress, they say it might be done in the next decade or so, that unfinished vibe kind of adds to its charm. Every time you visit, you see something new. Whether you're into architecture, art, or just seeing something totally unique, the Sagrada Familia is a must-see. It's like stepping into Gaudi's mind, where every detail has meaning and creativity is taken to a whole new level. Salamanca is one of those cities in Spain that feels like a hidden gem, especially if you're into history and culture. It's got this old-world charm, with stunning architecture and a vibe that's both laid-back and intellectual. The centerpiece is the Plaza Mayor, which is honestly one of the most beautiful squares in Spain. It's super grand, but still feels cozy, especially at night when it's all lit up. Perfect spot to grab a drink or a coffee and people watch. What makes Salamanca really stand out is its sandstone buildings, which glow this golden color at sunset. That's why they call it the Golden City. For something totally unique, check out the two cathedrals, the old and new. They're literally attached to each other, and climbing to the top gives you some epic views of the city, whether you're there for the history, the student atmosphere, or just the beauty of the place. Salamanca is the kind of city that stays with you long after you've left. Ronda is one of those places in Spain that feels like it's straight out of a storybook. It's perched on top of a massive gorge, which gives the town these jaw-dropping views that you won't find anywhere else. The town itself is small, charming, and super walkable. It's packed with whitewashed buildings, cobblestone streets, and cozy little plazas where you can grab a coffee or some tapas. Ronda is also known for its bullfighting heritage. The Plaza de Toros here is one of the oldest in Spain, and even if you're not into bullfighting, the arena is worth a visit just for the history and architecture. If you're into nature, there's some great hiking in the surrounding countryside, with trails that give you even more amazing views of the gorge and the rolling hills beyond. So whether you're into stunning landscapes, history, or just want to experience a place that feels like a slice of authentic Spain, Ronda's the kind of spot that'll leave a lasting impression.